Morning, everybody. Zodiac with a unit review. This is going to be a brief one on Aurora Freyvia, as most of this information has already been covered by other content providers. But we'll go ahead and give our analysis on Myra instead. Of course, that. See, that's why you need to rehearse before you do this. But I prefer to do it in real time. So, like regular Freyvia, Aurora will be a hybrid. We've already discussed that the suit is going to be good for hybrids. Not only that, the light 30%, not bad at all. Daybreak is going to be the super. 160 attack, 120 magic with a 20% MP kicker. Two-handed weapon. So for a sword, that's looking really good. Non-elemental. I was hoping it'd be light elemental, but you take what you get. So, very quickly, my gosh, she can probably compete with Sephiroth in the number of chain families available, but I think Sephiroth has her beat out by one or two. Absolute Mirror of Equity through Flash Brilliance. Onion Slice through Flash Dazzle, which unfortunately is falling off to the side. Aurora Ray for Flash Endless Punishment. Interesting. And, of course, Divine Ruination through Flash Furious Radiance. And not only that, you can get access to Triple Flash, which will allow for triple casting of these moves. She's going to have Inherent Resistance to Blind Sleep, Paralyze, Confuse, and Petrify. That is 5 status immunities, guys. Various attack magic and increases. She will actually get Triple Flash with the coat, her TMR equipped. Now, Blade of the Past will be active every turn that Freyvia is active. And the way this works is if Freyvia and Aurora Freyvia are in the same group, I believe both get access to Aurora Storm, which is a new chain family known as Disorder, and will create ice and light hybrid damage. Isn't that a weird combination? 15 multiplier, all enemies. Not bad. Now, she does have a very interesting 4-turn ability. First Light. Hybrid damage, so you can take most of this and cut it in half, or divide it out by 75%, however you're gearing it. 40-time multiplier to all enemies. This is going to hurt, and it's going to be very insane. Gift of Daylight is also her other cooldown ability, which also allows access into triple cast. And we'll get into her magic real quick. Banish Gale Holy with Spirit Scaling. You probably will not be casting these except for use white magic, yada yada yada. Her limit burst is Judge and Jury. Base 7-star, 21.4. Again, hybrid damage, allowing access to triple flash. So Aurora Freyvia will have access to triple moves almost all the time. So my analysis of Aurora Freyvia, very good unit. Obviously, they're going to make it a good unit because she was a FanFest exclusive. And the fact that you can pair her up with regular Freyvia to do amazing damage is even more insane. I'm going to be excited to see how many people are going to be running Aurora Freyvia in the future. Also, I'm glad to see another Aurora Ray Chainer, because that's a family that I think needs more people in it. But let's go ahead and get on to the newer unit, Myra. Hey, you guys got unfinished data. Alrighty, so they're going to classify her as healer support. The TMR is Ego. We're going to go with Ego. Magic 20, Spirit 55 with 40% fire and light resistance. That alone makes it worth picking up. That's insane, guys. 40% firelight resistance. Not bad. Now, of course, if someone was crazy enough to get all 4, you get a staff, attack 10, spirit 150, with double your spirit when HP drops below 80%. Okay, so she takes damage, throws out some kind of cure spell. Well, let's see what she does. Alright. She can equip whips. Instruments, rods, stabs, daggers, small shields. But most, instruments. But still, though, small shield, I like to see that. Clothes, robes, hats, accessories. Alrighty. Hit single. Looks like that's going to be a pretty decent heal AoE with regeneration. Okay, looking good. Harmony. 30% chance to inflict charm. Well, that arena, maybe. Reflection. Only lasts a turn. Probably not going to be effective. Okay, now we get to, it looks like, our first song. Increase attack and magic 70% for 5 turns. And can't break attack and magic. I would like this better if it wasn't 5 turns, because we all know how most of us dislike bards because of this turn lockdown thing. But it looks like it builds up into interlude, so I have a feeling this is like part 1 of a bigger performance. Pardon the pun. Behind the scenes. Res somebody. Okay. 6-star ability. Let's see, for you. What? Okay. It's Entrust with the added ability that the Entruster gains basically 200% limit break fill. You have a limit break generating machine. But how much does it take to fill the limit break? We'll get to that later. Fighting. Magic damage. Scaling. A 500 HP barrier. Oh boy. Oh, but here we go. Divine Ruination Chaining. This might be the first bard with Divine Ruination Chaining I've ever seen. So already I'm seeing something interesting here. Audition. Refresh. Split over 3 turns to the caster. You're going to have better stuff right now. She does have dual white, so let's see what magic she gets later. Album cover. Sleep, silence, confuse, and petrification. 100%, 5 turns, all allies. And then increase defense and spirit break and charm for 5 turns. I believe that might be the first unit that actually might prevent charm to the entire group, minus Lakshmi equip. That alone is very good. We're going to need charm resist in the future. Save me. Res all the dead people. It's the oh shit bar for healers. Alright, now we're getting into the 7-star abilities. Live concert. 6-turn cooldown available on the first turn. And here we are again. Auto re-res, 3 turns, all allies, with a regen and a refresh. Good news, available turn 1. Bad news, 6-turn cooldown, 3-turn effect. So there's 3-turn gap in there. Bring in, I guess, Rem or Lotus Mage Fina and just maintain a constant re-res, maybe? I don't know. Roaring Crowd. 5-turn cooldown, available turn 5. Fire and Light resist 100% for 2 turns. 20% mitigation. Complete status ailment immunity, including charm. So stop, berserk, still gets through. So the mitigation and the elemental resistance is 2 turns. The status ailments is 3. But it's available turn 5. Sometimes you can't wait till turn 5. So already I'm having a problem with this one. It's useful, but again, you gotta wait 5 turns for it. Piercing Voice. What we got here? Okay, this is a break. 5 turn cooldown, turn 1. Decrease defense spirit 65%, 1 turn to all enemies. Not those 74% numbers we're seeing, but hey, she has it. Uh-oh, here we go. Fire and light resist debuff 100% for 1 turn to all enemies. Move over, Ace. You might have been replaced with a regeneration. Okay, that looks good. So let's get into some passives. Spirit, refresh. Nice that she has a chance of not being targeted. More spirit defense. Can't be charmed. Nice. Silence, confuse, petrify. No paralysis though. We kind of needed that. More MP and HP. And we got some counter abilities with Sing Along and Dance Along. We'll see what that turns into. If she has her TMR equipped, toss on an additional 50 spirit, 20% defense in MP, additional fire and light resistance, double the limit break fill rate for that limit break machine thing I was telling you earlier, and enable skill playlist. And then finally, when you get her to 120, take another 30% spirit with more limit break fill. I have a feeling she's going to be very limit break heavy. Now, as we said earlier, intro starts your first song, which goes into interlude. So now interlude is double all stats for 4 turns to all allies. So this is the old Ramza move with an additional turn tacked on. This ends turn 9 if you started the song turn 1. Heal all allies, cure all status ailments, and then they get outro for 2 turns following. Okay, so turn 1, intro. Turn 5, interlude. And turn 9, we're going into outro. So, you know, Act 3, the big finale, is this. Everybody gets a 1,500 barrier, which is slightly less than what Yuna or Ayaka could put up. All stats for 2 turns, 140% with refresh. That's not bad. That's actually pretty baller. Considering that you're not locked behind a limit break to get access to that, that's good. But again, that's turn 9. We've got so many other people that can put better numbers up, like Maritime Strategist Nickel, Gabranth. Not Gabranth, Zargabath. Yes, I want Gabranth in the game. Alright, let's keep looking. So the counter ability, Sing Along, 30 MP, Dance Along, 5,000 HP. If you paired this up with Barrel, you could just heal the party with just counters. That's insane. And then Costume Change, which comes from Playlist, that's with her TMR. Use Myra's skills twice in 1 turn, excluding cooldown. But that's the only way she gets double cast. So, from what I can tell in her kit, you can play her 2 ways. You go full-blown Bard route, and then just, you know, buff everybody, keep everybody going, not worry about anything else. Or you can throw in these nice other abilities like Status Prevention, Entrust, Healing. She's going to have a lot to do. But as we mentioned before, she has dual white, so let's see what kind of magic she gets. Libra, Isunga, and check this out. She can remove breaks. And that's all allies. Some boss comes at you and starts breaking all your attack and magic. Say, okay, gone. Now, granted, we have abilities today that can, you know, prevent this. But still, someone that has these abilities in their kit, and it's everybody, and can cure with Curaja and throw up re-reses, I like this. This is very useful. I like seeing this. Fair. Now, limit burst. Let's just get to 7. Hidden track at base. Remove all debuffs. So right off the bat, any debuffs such as, I would assume stats elements, stat reductions, gone. And yeah, stats elements gone. We have an AoE heal, and that's 5.8k times 30 over 3 turns. Not going to break out the calculator, but I can already tell you that's a lot. Refresh over 3 turns. And then further, increase resistance to attack, defense, and magic breaks. And charm for 3 turns. Okay, so what's the max? So the healing then goes to a whopping 8,160, 30 multiplier, 3 turns. The refresh goes up to 150, and that's it. That's the only change. So honestly, probably wouldn't need to level it, but 36 crystals. Bit on the high end. I would have loved to have seen that under 30, but, well, there it is. Here's your awakening mats. And, of course, she was a winner for FanFesta 2017 unit creation. So, my thoughts. I like that you're not forced into the Bard set. It's there, but you don't have to follow it. I do like her access to white magic, especially with the AoE stat removal. I love the fact that she has AoE charm resist. I also like the fact that, quite frankly, as far as support and healing, she brings a lot to the table. Now, she ain't no Zargabath. She's not Maritime Strategist Nickel. I'll say that up front. She's not going to be top tier. However, she certainly brings a lot to the table. Okay, main question. Would I pull for her? Being as I already have Maritime Strategist Nickel and Zargabath, I personally won't be. But if you're hurting in the support area and you need that strong support unit, I think Myra would be a good one to go with. TMR-wise, I don't think I'd even chase this myself, but if I got one, I'd be pleasantly surprised. So my advice for this raid event, farm the Moogles for her TMR for 100%, and if one happens to fall in your lap, since these aren't time-limited units, you're going to have a decent TMR. Alrighty, so that's my unit review. Aurora Freyvia, awesome as always. If you want to get a good chainer and good light attacks, or you want to chain it up with your own Freyvia, get her. All you guys that went to FanFesta and already got her, you've got another unit to chase in Myra. I think Myra will be good, but I don't think I'm personally going to go after her. And, of course, bring your magic users for that stupid-ass raid boss again. Petrification resist. Seriously, Gummy, could you give us, like, a different guy or something? I mean, I feel like you guys are just like, oh, we just throw the same guy out again. Anyway, if you like what you see, like, subscribe. I'll keep being honest with my unit reviews because I feel that... I'll be honest with you guys. If I'm going to pull for them, I'm going to let you know. So, until then, I'll see you next week, and we might be getting Xenogears. Who knows? Later.